In the last video, we set up EOS Integration Kit and it was initialized and everything was working fine. Now in this video, we will be continuing the series by adding login to our game. Now we are going to cover 3 login methods, which I would be telling now, and that device ID, account portal, and persistent auth. Some external methods will also be covered in the next video, and device ID, dev tool login will also be covered moving further in our next part of the series. But as of now, we will be targeting these 3 important methods because that are the 3 things that most people would be using. One important thing we will also be covering is the difference between the connect and the auth nodes that we added in the last update. So let's get started. Now let me open up a quick graph. I would be using the blueprint graph of the plugin itself, of the level itself, now because it's not that much of a content. So in the project, you will see 2 nodes for login, that is login using a auth interface and login using connect interface. So let's talk about the differences. Now basically connect interface is that interface that we are going to use when we don't need an Epic account services account. So in any case, for instance, you require an Epic account linked to your main auth, you will be using the auth interface. And in any case where you are not going to use the connect not you going to use the EAS account, that is Epic account services, you are going to use the connect interface. Now this auth interface basically has few important login methods, like maybe your account portal login, persistent auth, dev tool, whereas the connect has device ID login and things like that. Now both have the Steam login capabilities. Basically you can have a Steam login with your EAS account linked, or you can have one without an Epic account linked. So we will talk about more about Steam in the later part of the video, but let's add the device ID, which would be using the connect interface. Now display name is very important to be entered in the device ID login, because EOS of course does not as of now use this display name. Now why I said of course, because it's being there in, like, I don't know, 2 years. It's on their pipeline to use this variable, but as of now, even if you put it any value, it's not used for anything. They plan to use it for leaderboards, because as of now these accounts do not have anything. So as you can see, we logged in successfully. So we have an user ID, it says login successful, and don't worry about this error. It just says that the auth interface was not able to work, but which is true because we are not using the auth interface. Now you will also see we did not have device ID credentials, so it had to go and create one for us. So that's just a like a visible error, but it's not a real error. It's just telling you that it had to create one. Now let's add the auth one. Yeah. And the basic workflow is, normally what games would be doing is they won't be directly going and logging in with the account portal. I will be doing it just to show, but what they would be doing is, I will show that you will be adding login using auth interface again. And firstly, we will try logging in using the persistent auth. So persistent auth is basically when you have used account portal before, and then it saves that account portal details locally so that you can log in the next time without entering all the details. So it's saving you time. So let's do this. So for the first time the user logs in, it will show him a basic account portal screen to log in the user in the SDK. And after that, from subsequent logins until the player logs out, he will be able to log in without that Epic screen. So it's a one-time thing. So I'm just quickly getting a print string just to print the Epic ID. You also get it from here. You can directly break it, but I am just showing how, because in case you need it later, you can use this helper tool. So let's go and play. So it's playing. And as you can see, it launched external auth. So as you see, we have an error. So it launched the account flow, but I was logged in with my second account, like the main account, but it does not have the access to the game. And I saw an error like this. This is a very common error, and I see a lot of people asking about this, and that's why I thought to cover about it. So what we need to do is, basically the account that created the product only has the access to this. As I told, you need to get your account brand reviewed. Until that time, you will only be able to invite users and then get them their Epic account linked if they have accepted the invite. If you are going to launch this game, you have to get your game brand reviewed, which I will just quickly show how to get one. So let's go back to our organization and then search for under organization you will see only your email listed here. So on the right side, I think my screen would be blurred because of course it's my private email and I don't want it leaked. You can see I can share that, but if it gets leaked, it's bad for me. I can just press on invite members and under that page, I can just invite. Now coming back, if you do not want this, you want it to be brand reviewed, you can go to you can go to Epic Account Services and go to brand settings and fill in all these settings, and you have to brand review, and you see it says, hey, it's not published. But because now I have to log in and someone show you a few things, I have to quickly add my email. So I will add it on that organization page and come back. Okay, back. So let's quickly play and test. One sec, I'm just checking if I'm logged in. Yeah, I'm logged in. So now it should, okay, come back here. Okay. So as you see, it says, okay, we do not have it. So now I will have to, so it opened up a page and now this time it says unverified and you see it's my second account and I should be logged in now. It may take 5 seconds. I think that's what the pooling time is. And yeah, as you see, it logged in and it also printed the ID that we did, if you remember. So it's working. Now, if I stop this and play again, it will again use my this older account to log in and it will not show up a dev portal. And I am 200% sure upon that. So that is it for this video. If you have any doubts, let us know. Discord is always open. Throw up your questions and we would be more than happy to help you out. Meet you in the next one.